by dragons! Look! It's a real live person! It's me. I persuaded Rich to come to my house. Thank you very much for coming.
Sorry.
So we are going to have a Masters practice game because one of us is good enough to get into Masters.
Yeah, throw that shit.
It's not me. I'm not good enough to get into Masters. But you are. And where did you finish in the end?
7th, I think it was.
7th in the UK. So I've got a great chance here. And you've been playing the same army nearly all year, right?
That's because I'm too lazy to paint anything new, but yeah.
Yeah. He's not the best in the country though because that's John Cryer, isn't it?
Is it?
Is it? I think he's best
it
pass lane. He's usually best pass lane. John Crow's number 1. But Rich is number 7, and he's not good enough. So, anyway, he's going to play me. I'm playing Nightstalkers again with a few proxy models, and we're going to play one of the Masters scenarios, which is a scenario that I wrote. I don't even know shit. It's called Rack and Ruin. It's a progressive scoring scenario, which is very cool. I'm going to film it. It's going to be fun, and hopefully, fun for someone. Probably just not me. Okay, cool. Let's go. Look at the lists and that. And we are off. Which boy? He looked terrified. He did agree to video with me, by the way. I didn't just force him. I think he was like, we finished it, and he was like, "Do you ever get used to doing that?" And I'm like, "Yeah." I am very arrogant. I'm very happy to do it. Anyway, poor Richard. He's a very cool guy. Actually way cooler than me. Really, really glad he came to play. Also, I just wanted to point out that this picture I found for the army backgrounds is Basileans versus Nightstalkers. How cool is that? Right? So I thought, anyway, here's my list. So this is 2, 3, 4, 5 points because UK Masters this year is 2, 3, 4, 5 points. I think for no other reason than it's funny. So 2, 3, 4, 5. So I basically added some items to my 2300 list. I have 2 hordes of scarecrows. I have 2 troops of tormentors. Tormentors are new to my list. Previously I had Reaper troops and they weren't very good. And someone said, "Why don't you have tormentors? They're 5 points more and like 100 times better." And I looked at them and they were right. So we have 2 troops. Tormentors, they have the leaper rule, which means they can jump over the stuff in front of them to attack, which is fun. And they're speed 7 and they fly, and they've got Strider for no reason whatsoever, which is great. And I've got 2 troops Phantoms, and I'm going to remember this time that they have 12 attacks, people. 12 attacks, let's remember that. We have 2 troops of Butchers, 2 hordes of Butchers, sorry. These are also new hordes of Butchers. I don't have model. I've got 1 horde of Butchers modelled up, and the other horde of Butchers is today played by Treants. What are they called? Forest Shamblers. So, because I haven't bothered to model them yet, because I'm playing Kings of Men this year, but since I'm filming this before I finish painting my Kings of Men, I thought I'd play this and see how good it was. So I've given one of them Boots of Striding and one of them Blessing of the Gods, because the big problem with Butchers is they hit on 4s. However, hopefully Elite and Strider will mitigate some of that. Let's see. And then we have 3 Mind Screeches. We have 2 Lightning Bolt ones. For some reasons, I'm going to split them up. 2 Lightning Bolt ones, so 2 Sing Aberrations and 1 Planar Apparition. Who I will forget for most of the game has Radiance to Life. We have just the 1 Terror. So sad. Just 1 Terror now. Very sad. And no Soul Flares. I painted 3 regiments of Soul Flares, my friends. And none of them are in this list, so there you go. We have 1 Shade. I have 1 Shade because I was facing a lot of shooting armies, and Esenisha was very lonely. So I got a Shade as well, who I think is great. And then we have 2 Horrors, so this is the loadout that I think these are great. This is a great loadout, I really like it. So 1 with Bark Skin and Hope Shadow Beast, and 1 with Bane Chant and Alchemist Curse. Still, jury's out on Alchemist Curse. Don't think it's that good. Might find a better use for 25 points. And then Esenisha, the special character, who amongst Dread, Crushing 3 and a bunch of other rules, has Beguilement, which means she can enthrall things into her and then they're in combat with her, which is kind of cool. It would be cool, except I don't use it in this Battle Royale. Right, on to the Basileans. The other side, look, there you go, with the Basileans. Doesn't that work very well? I'm pleased with it. Please be pleased with me. We have 2, this is Richard's Elohi list. I don't know if it's the one he'll end up taking to Masters. We shall see. but it's not an untypical Basilean list. It's got 2 hordes of Elohi. Now, he's kept their defense 5, and so just crush 1, and given them 1 Drunken Ram and 1 Brew of Strength. I think this is a better way to take Elohi. Fearsomely expensive, but, you know, that's Elohi, that's Basileans for you. I think this is a great way to take Elohi, 2 hordes of those. A horde of Ogre Palaskar with the Chalice of Wrath. Everything in this list is super expensive, apart from these guys, the Gur-Panthers. 2 troops of Gur-Panthers and 2 regiments of Paladin Knights. Everyone apparently thinks cavalry are bad. I kind of like them, and Rich also likes them, so it's good. 1 with Boots of Striding, 1 with Brew of Haste, making them speed 9, which is rather lovely. Then we have just the 1 Phoenix, and I think the official reason is because he's not that kind of guy, but the real reason is because he can't be bothered to paint any more Phoenixes. I may be maligning him, but he's not here anymore. He's gone home. Priest with Conjure Staff, Bane Chant, and Heal 3. An Abbess who comes with the standard Gur-Panthering Gnome Glass Shield. It's the best and only way to take an Abbess, and it's so good. Julius, the absolute nightmare, who is just horrible and defense 6. And Nias, who you don't see very much, probably because the model is really bad. But Nias, who is a pitiful speed 9 for this army, but he is as good as a regiment of knights on his own, which is hilarious. He's not good in attacks, obviously. He's only got 7. However, he is a height 4 hero. He's likely to get flanks. He's 180 points, 15-17. Wow, he's good. So the good thing about this list for me is there's tons of inspiring in it. It's a very elite list, as all Basilean lists are. 12 units, but extremely, extremely punchy. Limited chaff, I suppose, is the only thing. So let's have a look at the battlefield and the scenario. Now, I apologise for the blurriness of this screenshot. This is something you may have to get used to in this battle report. So if blurriness like this is going to really bother you, I'm really sorry. Maybe stop watching. There is a side view, which I will switch to as much as possible, which is very, very clear because that's the proper HD camera. I just thought this camera was better. I bought it new over Christmas, and I am sending it back because this is quite obviously very bad. And we're going to use the HD camera overhead, and so it is much better next time. Apologies from me, but here we go. So we have, these are the armies obviously laid out. We'll look at those in a minute. We have height 3 hills here. Yeah. And then we have 2, Mantic official terrain. 2 height, I don't know what height they are. Flat, height 1, something. It doesn't come up. But they're rough terrain. There's a forest here and a forest here. Okay, these ones are going to be height 9. And then we have 2 height 9 pieces of blocking terrain here and here. Big blocking terrain there, 9 and 9. We've got little walls there, little walls there. Those would be height 2. And that's all the terrain. Perfect. Lovely. So that's terrain. We are playing Rack and Ruin. Hello. I would like my slideshow to move. Whoa! Let's do it that way. There we go. We're playing... the scenario is Rack and Ruin. So Rack and Ruin is a scenario you may not have heard of because it's not an official one yet. It is a scenario that I wrote. I'm very proud of it. I was talking with a guy called Sai, who I'm hoping to entice onto a battle report in the future. A very, very good Racking player, amongst other things, about progressive scoring. And we kind of theory crafted this scenario. So the idea is, in turns, at the end of turn 3, 4, and 5, so the end of both people having 10 turns in 3, 4, and 5, a 12-inch circle around these yellow tokens, which are 18 inches from the sides. I could have done this properly, but I decided to draw for you because I do love to draw. That's 12 inches. I'm going to draw it now while we're talking. Great. You can, as long as you have the majority, like a dominate circle, there's 2 of them. Kind of looks like boobs. Sorry. So at the end of turn 3, 4, and 5, you can score 1 point for each of these circles that you control. Okay. And then in the last turn, at the end of the game, there is a normal objective in the center of the game that scores an additional 1. So there's a maximum of 7 points you can score. Okay, you can score the big circles in turn 3, 4, and 5, and then the objective at the end of the game. That's fun, isn't it? Right, let's have a look at how we deployed. So we can... let's look at the video. Let's look at the video of this bit. It's nice. I can talk about it while we're deploying. Great. All right. So as you can see, we have a much nicer view here from the side. Lovely crystal clear. However, I am going to have to switch back to the blur vision here on the overhead just every now and then when I'm talking about things like, for example, my deployment strategy. So my idea here is I'm going to try and funnel Richard between these two large pieces of blocking terrain here. Right, so my plan here is I've got one token here. This is very, very convenient. This is for turns 3, 4, and 5. Right, so turns 3, 4, and 5, I want to be garnering points from here, and most of his 12 inches, if you imagine a 12-inch circle like this, is blocked by the blocking terrain. Right, this big piece of blocking terrain. So I've got a big advantage. That's why I chose this side. I've also got these two big hordes of scarecrows. Which I'm going to be just kind of chucking forward and just placing and plonking, because all of Richard's stuff is quite hitty. Now, when he's deploying, he puts his chaff down both ends. So he puts these Panthers at either end to try and kind of, I guess, fake me out. But then he starts more heavily putting stuff right down the other end. So he's clearly going for this token on the left. Eventually, he starts putting down some of his more hitty units, which is most of his army. 2 units of cav, the ogre palace guard he puts right in the middle, and then he's 2 units of Elohi. Right, they're very redeployable, so he can put them anywhere he likes, but they're still going to take some time to work their way around. I do put down a unit of phantoms down here on the left, along with Essen Shira, to try and fake him out a little bit, make him put more stuff there, which he willingly obliges. However, right at the end, he does stick Nias right down here on the right hand side. With the other Panthers. So Nias and Panthers, I've only got one troop of phantoms down there on that side, so that's a little bit vexing, so I'm going to have to move some of this stuff. I have made a mistake in that I've deployed very, very dense, way too dense in fact, so I haven't quite got enough room. I always do this, and I always remind myself I shouldn't be doing this. I need to space out more. So the next couple of turns, I'm going to have to kind of spread my formation a little bit so I don't block myself up. That's going to be harder if he gets turn 1. But let's take a little bit of a closer look, a handheld look at the armies before we crack on with turn 1. All right, so we have over here, we've got Julius and a Phoenix and Panthers. These are the Elohi with strength?
Yes.
Yeah?
No, the other ones. Haven't drunken around.
There's some knights who speed 9. No, they're not.
Yeah,
Those are Helm of... No, what are they? Strength.
Strider boots.
Strider boots. Okay, cool. It's going to go so well. There's a priest. There's the lady with the named glass shield. There is your Ogre Palace Guard, which has Sarath. We've got some Elohi Brew strength, and then some knights who do have something.
They've got the haste, so they're speed 9.
Speed 9. And over there, hiding is Nias. Is he defense 5 or 6?
He's defense 5.
Gross. That's better than 6 though. And Panthers. Lovely. Okay, and against them we've got some phantoms and a shade. The world's biggest mind screech, because otherwise it's Santa Claus. There's another mind screech and the planar apparition. We've got far too tight formation. I never learn. I always get blocked up. It's going to be a nightmare. We've got double butchers in the back there. We've got some leapers, terror, and that guy. Horror, and then the other terror? No, terror and then horror. I know things. And right over there we've got Essen Shira and some phantoms against the whole fucking army. So that's fun. Cool. Let's go. So of course, against a fast army like this Basilean list, it's very important to get the first turn, and I don't. But excuses are irrelevant. So he starts off by forming a very nice kind of curve. So he pushes forward. I've made a bit of a mistake down here with these phantoms in Essen Shira. I've put them behind the woods. Not sure why I did that, thinking about it now. Because there's no shooting. There is no reason to put them behind the woods. I really should have maybe just given them more of a line of sight. As it is, the one saving grace I do have is Essen Shira's special enthrall attack. So you can see he's been quite careful to put things out of a range where I might be able to fly 10 and then enthrall them into combat. Although to do that would be absolutely crazy, as my first move is going to be to move away and leg it. Anyway, he ends up his turn pushed forward with quite a nice curve So he's moved quite hard down with Julius, and these Panthers as chaff, and the Phoenix he's going to try as soon as he can start shooting. He has got this little gnome glass shield lady, who is very annoying. But everything else is just kind of, he's biding his time. So what he wants to do is to get in a position where he can strike all at once with everything he's got. And I'm going to try and chaff him up for as long as possible. So into my turn. Okay, so I enact my plan, and it goes quite well. So first of all, on this left hand or top hand, let's go to the overhead view. Sorry, I apologise. Again. So as you can see here, my phantoms, I move directly behind this piece of blocking terrain. And the reason I do this is because I can't get out of his range. Everything he has is very, very fast. He's going to be able to reach me no matter what. What I can use is use the terrain to block. So these phantoms, everything he has here is in their flank. And Sinistra is hiding down by the side of them. I've moved my horror over, who has Host Shadow Beast. So basically, if he comes too closely, he's going to have Sinistra, who is also speed 20, coming at them with Host Shadow Beast. So, try and keep him at bay a little bit, and he can't charge the phantoms because of the terrain, so that works pretty well. I then use this opportunity to kind of move my things out, so I don't mind at this stage if he charges me with the fastest things he has, because over here on this centre part of the battlefield here, we have an Elohi Horde and a Knights Regiment. The Palace Guard are slower. Everything else fast is all the way on the left-hand side of the battlefield. So if these guys charge in, they're going to get munched. So I can move forward reasonably confidently, allowing myself kind of to space out, to kind of correct my deployment error a bit. So that's good. And then right down here at the bottom, let's switch back to the side view so you can see. Down here on the bottom, I've again been brave with phantoms because while Nias is a beast and Panthers aren't shabby, they're kind of the wrong way around, so Nice can't slip past. So this shade is hiding behind the hill down here, and I've moved these Tormentors up onto the hill. So they've got a 14-inch charge with Fly and Strider and all sorts of nasty things. So if he does come into the Phantoms, unless he kills them, even if he does kill them, he's going to have Tormentors and a Shade coming at him, and with some Butchers coming up in reserve. So yeah, I'm pretty pleased with how this looks. Let's do a little bit of shooting. Bark skin on these scarecrows. Yep. So, 1, 2, 3, 4 bark skins. We'll normally put a dice. Oh, so use these. Oh, yes, use these ones. There you go. There's 4 bark skins there. We're going to lightning bolt these cavalry with this dude. Yep. He's 6 on 4s. It's 5 hits, buddy.
Nice, on defense 5.
And then 4s again. 1 wound. Look at that, spectacular. The other guy's going to do it again on 5s. He don't care. He got 4 hits.
Nice.
And then 4s again. 3 more. Yeah.
4.
Let's go. I think that's all my casting. Yeah. So nerve on the horseman. Double 6. So 8.
8 plus 4 is 12, so they are in resolve down to
3. Down to 3?
Yeah, they're on 4.
Oh, sorry, so you said it's 12. Down to 3. I'm like, that's a hell of a lot in resolve. It is your turn 2. I've got a second marker. 2. Okay, turn 2 for the Basileans after I didn't do a lot. So, Richard plays it quite cautiously. So he swings his things around the left-hand side of the board. Let's switch back to overhead. So he swings them around the left-hand side of the board, and he's shielded very nicely. Julius and his Phoenix there with the Panthers. So he's going to try and shoot. And, shooting's not going to do a lot against stealthy, but they are chaff with a very low nerve. So there is something he can do there. Now he's not particularly scared of Esanishra there because he's got a horde of Elohi in the back who could do anything they like. If I do come into anything, I can't come into Julius or the Phoenix, so Esanishra's not in the best place there. And then in the centre, so he plays it a little bit more cautiously. So he doesn't want the Phantoms kind of chaffing off one of his fast pieces. So either the Elohi or the Horseman.
So he plays cautiously with them. He outranges me with everything else I've got. It's only Essanisha and the Phantoms that he doesn't outrange me. So he's pretty wise to play cautiously there and back up while he brings these ogres here forward, supported by this cavalry unit. Because really they're the kind of meat, and he can really choose when he wants to strike. So what I have to do in the next turn is really make him commit by pushing forward with scarecrows, and then try and counter punch. Now on the right hand side, he decides to take my bait. He says, yes, I am going to take a bait, and pushes Nias and his other Panthers right into those Phantoms. So let's see what happens there.
Okay. Shooting. I've got some shooting to do this time.
Let's go!
So I'm going to do a heal 3 on my knights. With Conjure Staff. Stupid roll. So they're down to 1.
Down to 1. But I had fun shooting, and that's the
well, that's all that matters, isn't it? And then I'm going to do 10 shots with cover and...
Stealthy?
Do you want me pointing? Is that good for the camera? Or...
yeah.
So looking for...
6. Oh my god!
That feels good, doesn't it?
4 6s. I mean, you can't see it on the camera. Oh, you can.
You can. Are they bad dice for the camera?
No, that's fine. It's just because they're bulbs right above it.
Defense.
4? 2 wins.
2 wins. Oh, don't put the wings down, mate. I'll kill him.
You got to roll 10 once. Oh, no, twice because of your ladies.
Is it 12 inches or 9? 12. Okay, cool. That was a stupid place to put her, wasn't it?
That's a 4.
It's 4. Shall I do some combats?
Yeah.
You like what combats?
I don't know what combats. Oh.
Stand over there.
Who are you doing?
Doing the Girl Panthers first. Right. So they hit on 4s.
They try.
Super. Then winged in on 4s.
Nice.
So he's there. Nias has some attacks.
Let's go.
He's hitting on 2s. No, he's not. He's hitting on 3s.
Yeah. Shame, really.
Yeah.
Winning on 2s, I guess.
I'm crushed 2s. So
yeah. That's 4. They're on 6. So 6 twice, I think.
Yeah.
6 twice. And 7. Oh, I love flanking nice. What do we like doing? Flanking nice. Why do we like doing it? Because fuck him.
Fuck him.
Because he's got a wonky scroll and a really weird lion.
Yeah.
With his human arms.
Yeah. Like, I think that model needs to come to the vault. Just so he can be a bit bigger as well, because he's height 4, but he doesn't look it.
It's not great. It's an old model, isn't it?
Yeah.
So your end, turn 1?
Yeah, 2.
2. That's my 2.
So this is a relatively simple turn for me. I essentially need to enact the plan. So Nias not killing the Phantoms is kind of exactly what I needed. So that means I get to flank Nias, kind of clean up that side of the board, which is spectacular for me. And then we have my Scarecrow Hordes, switch back, my Scarecrow Hordes here pushing forwards. And I just kind of, I bring the Terror into the centre. The Terror is there to kind of charge in. So I'm really hoping the cavalry come in, because then Terror likes cavalry. Terror doesn't like ogres. So I put them in a place where there are charges available. So this woods here in the centre allows charges. I think I've not angled them enough. If I'd angled them more, there'd be less chance for a triple charge, I want to say. I think he'd have to back his ogres up to get a triple charge. Anyway, irrelevant. We'll find out soon. On the left here, I've simply kept everything in there, everything on the left-hand side, in the flank of this Phantom's unit, and I've put Essanisha on the other side of her. So Essanisha is still there with support from Host Shadow Beast. You can't quite see them from this view overhead, but in this terrain, this piece of terrain down here, is my Butcher Horde, which is sitting there pretty, and it's kind of saying, well, charge me, because anything that can charge me is going to be hindered into this field, and is not going to enjoy. So that's both Julius, the Ger Panthers, the Phoenix, I guess, doesn't really want to, but those guys could charge the Butchers. It's not a good charge for them. So let's see what happens. I'm assuming he's going to pop forward and try and shoot me some more, in which case Shara can come out and play. But let's see.
Right. So we're gonna. There's not a point healing 1, but I'm gonna. Let's see if I can roll 1 4.
I reckon you got this.
Yay! I'm not gonna cast Bark Skin on them.
Fuck.
1 Bark Skin. Nice. So less Bark Skin than I would like. Not that you are going to shoot.
I can try.
Alright, lightning bolt. So first lightning bolt onto your abyss.
Yes.
I need 4s and 5s.
Is there no cover on the book?
Not for the one that's over this way. Yeah. Cool. That's 3 hits.
Nice.
1 5. Yay! 2
So 2 5s.
2 wins.
Sure, that's it.
And then the other one. So 4s and 2s now?
I'm defense 4.
4s and 3s.
So is the other mind screeching on the way?
No, with this, I don't think this my
there's
speech
a
is.
gap. Yep, no, that's
Yeah.
cool. That's cool.
4 hits.
4 hits and 3s to win.
4 wins.
Nice, up to 6.
Nice.
Very, very nice.
You want to shoot him? Skin. What's he got? Oh, yeah, fine. Okay, now I got her.
She is 12 14.
I've got a 5.
Is 11?
She's okay.
So she'll have herself down 5.
Come over here then.
Yes.
Here we go. So in the front we have 12. On 4s and
defense
5s. Ooh, that's absolutely terrible. 1, 2, 3, 4 hits.
4 hits.
And 5s. 1 wound.
Nice.
And then in the flank we've got 2 drop dice. Tormentors, I think, have also got 12.
Yes, sounds right.
Yep. And we have 3s.
Nice.
So 24 on 3s and 4s. So 24.
And loads of 1s and 2s.
Yeah. There's a lot.
Feels really good.
Yeah. Oh, I keep dropping dice. It's because he's number 7 in the UK. I feel really nervous. I converted a lot of them.
You did, did you?
2, 4, 6, 8, 9.
Nice, that puts me on 10.
That's gross.
Yeah.
And then the shade has got 5.
You're really good at that.
So 2, 5. I assume on 3s. Yeah. Yeah, 4 hits.
Nice.
And crush 1, so 4s. 1 more.
1 more. Puts me on 11.
The dread is 12.
What?
And a 4. 13, 14, 16. Waver?
Yeah, headstrong.
Waver. With headstrong.
Yeah, mate.
Excellent. Well, you can kill 1 thing or 2 things maybe.
Yeah, but that's a much better position than I was in previously.
Yeah. That's not good, is it? Oh well, it's your turn 3.
It's just about to sit down then.
That's it, isn't it? Turn 3.
Yeah, sounds about right. Headstrong roll.
Go for it.
Oh,
Yes.
I saw 1 then and I a little bit peeking out.
Alright, so on the closest side of the board, Nias chooses to, I think, countercharge the Tormentors, because they're the biggest threat, really. He needs to kind of tie them down, or knock them out if he can. And then the Go Panthers, I think, go back into the Phantoms. So he's just going to kind of ignore the shade, because least threatening, which I guess is fair. A bit mean, but fair. And then, as predicted, on the left-hand side, switch back. So the left-hand side here, you can see he's brought the other Go Panthers into the woods, and he's kept Julius and the Phoenix behind them, so they're going to continue trying to do damage to this other Phantom troop with some shooting, and bide their time, because at the top he doesn't take my bait of the 2 hordes. Instead, he takes the time to position more. So rather than going in with what he's got, he's moved this troop, this horde of Ogre Palace Guard over. To give room for the cavalry to come in. So now he has nearly all of his hammers within range at the same time. I did listen to a thing by, I think it was Adam Ballard, the US Master, saying that against these fast armies, the best thing to do is to keep them at bay until at least turn 4. So if they come in on turn 4, they then can't kill enough to finish the game. So that's what I've been trying to do. And I did say this to Rich, and I'm like, yeah, I'm keeping you at bay like Adam Ballard said. And he just kind of went, well, I don't agree with that. I was like, oh, okay, sorry. Anyway, but so now he's got all of his hammers all ready to come and pounce on them. Do I have enough things to punch back? So let's find out what he does. Oh, I think what else? Oh yes, this little priestess. She's come down here, down the side of the hill, because she was getting hammered by my lightning bolts, which was rather enjoyable. Yeah.
Never mind. Shall I do some shooting?
Let's go!
My knights are on 1 wound, and I'm going to try and heal it away.
10 wounds.
1 wound.
Hey!
That was from the priest. Shooting. So, 5 sparks. Is there cover now? I'm not like it.
Well, how big is Phoenix? 6?
6. Yeah, because I'm in your front.
Okay. So just 5s.
Just 5s. Can you check that for me?
See, the mocking laughter makes it worse, doesn't it? It's sympathetic laughter. Oh, you did well.
Yeah, then fireball 8. So 5.
There you go.
Oh, I got 3.
Nice work.
Amazing. Defense 4, I give you a second.
Correct. Man, why did I bother putting the bark skin on?
Yeah, exactly. That
was pathetic. I am ashamed of all of you.
Yep. Cool. Let's move into the combat phase. So,
Have you left Elohi? No, it's a nice line this time. Carry on.
we're going to start off with my Go Panthers against your Phantoms.
Alright, they're on 6 wounds, so this is,
So hitting on 4s.
Okay, 3
And
hits.
I am vicious.
3 times 4. Delicious. 3 more. They're on 9.
9.
Dash 12. And again. Yep. Man, he's put a sound effect on now. It takes ages.
Just need to get good.
First blood. I do need to get good.
Okay. Nice. Get some Tormentors.
Alright, I need these guys to live.
Bruce.
So 4 hits. 2s, I guess. Tormentors
Yeah,
defense.
2.
Turns 3.
So 4.
4 wounds. And they are
Dead.
10, 12. 4 and 6 is 10. It's way bird.
Well, that's fun.
So we're wavered. Oh, I've got a token somewhere.
Maybe. If not, I've got one.
I got those. Weird. Just remind me. Oops. Oh, Jesus.
That's right. Just reminded Nice is facing that way.
That way.
Cool. I think that's the end of my 3, isn't it?
11 wounds, nice though.
Yeah.
So, that was a bit of a bummer. Wavered on the right-hand side there. So, what can I do to combat it? So, pretty much all I can do is kind of carry on with my plan. So, this has given me another turn to position, so I can really kind of climb in. So, I think the Phantom goes into Nias. And then I kind of ask the Gur Panthers to charge the Tormentors, I guess, because the Tormentors, well, they'll probably be okay. But I've got my 2 Mind Screeches on the hill that can throw lightning bolts into the Gur Panthers and hopefully get rid of them. So that should sort out that side for me. Then I continue with my plan in the centre, really, because I still think it's a good plan, which is to encourage all the hammers to come in on my scarecrows. And this does allow me to correct that positioning mistake. And I said about triple charges. So you see this left horde here. You now can see that it's much harder for him to come in with 3 units on there. He can only get a double charge, and one of them will be hindered unless it's a Striding Boots one. The other horde is better for him to charge into, but I kind of want him to charge into that one, because if the Scarecrows do survive, there's enough room for them to shuffle down and the Terror to come in, or even better, if they die, the Butchers are on the hill, and they're going to come in with Crushing 3. And you see, I put them quite carefully, so there's not enough room for an Elohi horde to come over and charge. So a lot of my thought now is to try and protect from Elohi jumping over and hitting things in the back line. So I've tried my positioning to be as careful as possible. You see I've got this little cluster here next to this bit of blocking terrain where all my stuff is still hiding behind those phantoms who are still hiding behind that using the terrain to stop a charge into their flank. The Butchers are once again saying, come charge me, they're right there. And everything else, so the Planar Apparition and the Tormentors are all hiding there behind, ready to kind of jump out and at the right time. But it's dangling on a hairstring. I really need to sort out that right-hand flank, so I've got some more stuff to come around and start playing. We'll see how it goes.
So, I am going to cast Sparkskin on...
On whom?
These guys again.
You sure?
Yeah.
Can't do anything to them.
You can't hit them. On force. Or maybe on some Scarecrows.
Oh.
No, these guys. The Scarecrows are just going to freaking die anyway. You're going to have to go in at some point.
Have to go in?
Because my attention is split. If everything dies, I fancy you over me.
I fancy you over me as well.
Shut up. Yeah, no, this is actually going to be really painful for me.
Hopefully.
Because I think what's going to happen, I mean, I've done everything, that's too late. Those two should kill them, those two should kill them, and you've got an extra Elohi. I can only kill one thing on the counter charge per turn, because they can only kill one, they can only kill one. They're off doing other things.
Just remember these are in the flank. So
I don't think that. Yeah. But those guys are they're in the flank as well. Yeah. Oh, they're fun.
Oh, that's fun.
Is the Elohi in the flank?
Ah, see.
I should turn them off. I didn't, so. Turn it down. So I'm going to...
Die.
I'm just going to die. I'm going to be asking these Scarecrows.
Yes, that's what we want.
Is it?
Yeah, that's what I want.
Okay.
Because you're going to miss.
3 Barkskins.
Oh, nice.
But it's better, isn't it? Because they're lower defense, so it works better.
Yes.
We are going to...
Pretending like I know how Barkskin works.
Oh.
So.
Okay, just for fun, I could enthrall your Ogre Palace guy. I mean, it's so pointless.
Get me out of that terrain, please.
Just put you, might put you in nice charge range of them Scarecrows as well. Which I don't want. So that would be a really bad idea. But you've got a spell, you really want to use it. You've got no heal to do.
If you could enthrall my Go Panthers.
Mindfog for the planar apparition onto these Go
No!
Panthers. Yeah! He's got Mindfog 2, which is so stupid. Mindfog! Check it with Shattering. Okay, we've got double Lightning Bolt onto the Go Panthers. I've got all this Wind Blast.
I'm going to
It's 12. 4s and 2s.
remember the Mindfog.
Are they defense 4, 3, 2?
Defense 3.
Okay, they're 4s and 2s. See if I can roll for once.
You've named the dice already.
Yeah. That's 6 hits.
6 hits.
Out of 12, exactly. Yeah.
So you're going to have 4 wounds?
Yes, correct. 4 wounds.
Yeah, 9-11. Oh, sorry, you've got more shooting.
I don't have any more shooting that I'm going to do. Alright, so here's... so 4, so 5 with Dread. And 7.
12, so that kills him. So if you can roll again, because of Gonias.
5?
5 plus 10, wavered.
11, because Dread.
Oh,
No, it's fine.
I did that for you, yeah.
Wavered, yay! That works. And then Mindfogged over here. So something high. 9? 10?
9,
With a wave?
10, it's wavered.
Sorry. I mean,
It's alright, you're allowed to laugh.
Take all these undo from the
They couldn't charge anything anyway, could they, apart from the butchers, I guess?
Yeah, but they could charge the butchers, so that was the only thing they could charge.
Yeah.
Now they can't. So I was just taking their D-tokens. She's falling over. She's feeling tired. That was fun. Very cool. There's one combat then.
Yes.
This is a boring game, isn't it? We're just edging around. Oh, I don't know. All right. 5 attacks from a
I'm
shade.
blaming the terrain layout.
Yeah, who did that? Yeah. 3s and 4s. Here we go.
Oh, I'm really nervous about this. I'm nervous for you.
He's hit 2 times. 1.
Oh! So you got dread on that as well, haven't
Yeah.
you? Up to 12. So.
13 with dread. 13 and 5 is dead.
Yep, and again.
13 and 9.
Oh.
Take it! Gnias! Gnias to see you! To see you, Gnias!
You don't have to include that in the audio, do you?
I do. That's the only bit in the audio. Right. That was fun.
Are we supposed to be sounding interesting?
You're supposed to be like cool. Oh, I wish we was playing with these cool guys. And the shade will back up.
Back it up, back it in.
1 inch. Boink. To be fair, using an elf for this is appropriate because Nightstalkers are elves that have been distorted by the rift. That's 1 point each.
Indeed.
That's points, isn't it? Right, on to turn 4. Alright, so a relatively successful turn, I think. Wavering the cats was annoying on the right hand side of the table. Killing Nias is fantastic. That allows me to turn around. I now need to find out whose tactic was better, I guess. So Rich is going to come in with all of his hammers. So they can all wang in on my scarecrows, which is, I probably could have positioned slightly better so he couldn't get the double charge, but, 2 on each is okay. It splits them up. He still does have this horde of Elohi at the top here. Ready to go in, and then on the left, wavering those other cats is fantastic news. It means that he has very little opportunity to do anything punishing. However, he does now have Julius and his priestess kind of sitting, watching with the Phoenix in the back line. So I now need to do something about that. But let's see what happens with the dice, huh?
These are all defense free, have we said?
Yeah.
Oh, that's pointless. Because there's 2s anyway. Okay.
Ready to go?
Yeah, I think so. Shooting. I'm not going to do any Bane Chant or heals. Let's start with my fire sparks.
What are we fire sparking these guys again?
Yeah.
Are we still in the flank? We are! Still cover. Still stealthy. Still 6s.
Got 2 though.
Nice. That's 4.
Fired too many dice then. Nope. Nope!
You tried, and that's the most important thing.
The whole fireball. Looking for 5.
Da-da-da-da-da-da.
There's some.
3, 4! 4 hits. Every time I shout, this microphone probably goes over its limits.
Oh, yeah, sorry.
It's alright. It's my fault.
Oh, 3.
Oh, fuck. Okay, 3 wins. Three wins on the Phantoms with Shattering. Nope. You're not having the best day with the old shooting there.
That's not where. Oh, you're Nightstalkers, so what do we expect? Right. What do I need to kill first? I don't know. It's probably something smart here.
Everything. Kill everything.
Let's start with the. These.
Have you left your priest there so I can... Oh, I can't see him. Carry on. I thought you'd left me a trap, but actually you just can't see him.
Yeah. So...
Which ones?
This is the Elohi, so hindered. So looking for 4s.
Nice. Good roll.
And then...
2s.
2s.
The horses elite now because they're with them.
Indeed,
Yeah. 6. 10?
10. All that you can count.
10 wounds. I'll nominally put them out. We'll see how the horses do.
2 dice out for the horses. Freeze with elite.
Have you done? I wasn't watching.
So there's 3 elite rolls and 2 of them. Oh,
Another one.
it's another elite roll.
Hey. I mean, you're doing fine.
Yeah, I think I'll be alright.
2s again. I think they might die, Mum. Oh.
That is 2s.
Yeah.
5, another 10.
So they're on 20 wounds. They're a dash 21. So roll a 1 twice. And again, please. Oh! This is the worst game you've ever played.
Do you need a picture of that?
No, it's fine. There's an animated thing I have to do now. It's very irritating.
For everybody involved. They're not even devastated. That's like the worst.
18, 20.
So the hindered ogres.
But to be honest, these guys can't get in on anything now.
Hopefully not. Hindered ogres.
That's funny. I'm sorry about that.
Oh, don't be sorry.
It happens. On 5s? 4s?
4s.
Oh, they are Palace Guard, aren't they?
Yeah.
2s.
How many bucks? So that's 3. That's 8 from the ogres.
Okay.
So 5 total.
Oh, yeah, because I've got... I'm glad someone remembered.
Yeah, sorry. I'll remember your rolls.
Thanks.
So 16 dice on 3s.
Let's go.
No elite this time.
Boo. I can't believe you rolled a double 1. That's
It's
hilarious.
funny, isn't it?
I mean, it's stupid.
Oh, then 2s. Good.
Nice.
So
10.
10.
15. So 6 twice.
4
10.
points.
Let's go. Come on, buddy. It's just a 6. Hey!
Just
I
a
don't mind
6.
you.
I just had to roll a 3 over
Just
there.
a 6. It's not that hard. It turns out it's really easy. I don't know why you didn't do that last time.
I wonder.
Okay, what would you like to do?
I don't know. I just want to go over this point.
Oh, it's nice that you enjoyed yourself.
I'm having such a good time.
I'm enjoying it.
I'm glad.
It's because you're on the one.
I'm just a sore.
I'm on holiday. I haven't had to do any work.
I don't know. I think I'm just gonna hold them. Just gonna stay put.
Right. Whatever I do, you're a low-key kill me next turn, so
Yeah.
it's not good.
Hopefully. So yeah, that's the end of my 4. Your 4.
Well, it's gone straight back to the overhead view here. So, in a way, I'd have liked the other horde to survive because I've got these butchers on a hill. However, things can work out in my advantage because by countercharging the horsemen, it means that my butchers can actually turn and come off the hill. So the terror here comes into the front of this ogre palace guard, and then the butchers come off the hill into the flank of them. They are hindered, but it's a flank, right? You've got to say flank. It does leave these Elohi free to fly over me. However, I've got my shade, so the shade then comes into Elohi from all the way over here to lock them down. Alright, so it's all working out. So over here, the phantoms come into these Ger Panthers that are left alive. Are they phantoms or are they the leapy guys? They're leapy guys, aren't they? Yeah, but that's the best choice, I think. So, because the leapy guys couldn't fit, what with everything else that's in this kind of mess in the middle. Then the other tormentors come into the cavalry here. We have got these Elohi here to deal with later, but that's okay, I think, because with everything kind of locked down in the middle, we should be all right. Then on the left-hand side, I do a little bit of a shuffle shenanigans. So, Esanishra comes into Julius. She's crushed 3, and she's going to get a host shadow beast, hopefully, from the horror that is hiding just here. Tiny circle there, maybe big arrow. Big arrow, there you go, he's here. And then the phantoms come into the little priestess because she's already wounded. She's got no gnome glass shield and most defense 3, so I can kill her and then overrun into the phoenix. And I've got my butchers here in the back line, so I've carefully positioned them so there's no line of sight from the Elohi These are Lohi in the back line again. There's no line of sight from them to anything hiding behind. Planar Effort is going to heal off some stuff. So, I'm really happy with this turn. Let's see how it goes.
So we're going to heal Phantoms.
Yep.
Heal 7. Yeah, that's 3.
Nice. Is that all their wounds back?
Yeah.
Phantoms back.
Bane Chant on the Blade Slashing guys. Bane Chant 2.
Oh.
With the Conjure Staff. Goes back.
Does it?
Yeah.
Oh, you could have cheated then. I didn't see it.
It's being recorded!
Just a real convenient cut.
We got a Ho Shadow Beast onto Esanishra, which does go off. Thank God. I haven't got a marker for that, so I just have to remember.
That's fine. Might kill you, yes.
I'd hope so. That would be really fun for me.
It would.
2 Mind Squeezes on your Phoenix.
Are they both within 24 inches?
Yeah. Well,
yeah, cool. I'm not very good at jumping distances.
So 12. 4s and 2s.
Yeah, on defense first.
Choose I can roll 4s, which I usually can't, but I've done alright today.
Nice.
That's 7 hits.
Oh, I can soak 7 hits.
7. Okay. And
how many wounds?
5.
5 ones.
5 wounds. Oh, sorry, 2 ones. 5 wounds. It's okay. And then is that your shooting? Shooting. Yep. So shattering puts on 6. Oh no, I can do it. 11. I've rolled a 7.
7 is 13. I don't know what's on.
Okay.
I need to check what I regen on. I think it's 4+.
So 4+, yeah. Okay, so let's do that one over there because that's easiest.
Yeah, it's got double 1 all over it, mate.
Well, we'll see. 12 dice. 3s. I mean, that is horrific.
Might not get into double 1s.
That is horrific. Look at that. 4 hits. That's bad.
Defense free.
2s. 3 wounds.
3 wounds. They're on 7. There's a 9/11 kills him, so.
7. And 7 is 14.
I'm dead.
She dead. And I'm going to have to turn around, which is annoying. They're out of the game, isn't it? Oh, I forgot I've got Blade of Mace of Crushing. Reroll 1 for... God damn it! Just remember one time. Okay.
At least it wasn't relevant that time.
No! Alright, let's do this mess over here because this is fun, isn't it?
Yes. Where are we starting?
Well, they're all inspiring, so it doesn't really matter.
Correct.
So let's do the fun one first.
Did you do it? Oh, yeah, you did another roll.
Yeah, I did, yeah. So we've got Phantoms into your Abbess.
Yes. Come on, Abbess.
With 12 attacks on 4s and 3s.
Yes, on defense 4.
Here we go. That's cocked. I mean...
Move the 1 and see what happens.
Oh! There you go. That is 5 hits. So, 5 hits. That's 4 dice, Stephen.
Just fill in yourself.
Yeah. It is 3 wounds.
That puts me on 8.
8 with Dread is 9. 9 and 4.
9 and 4 is 13.
Correct.
So wavered.
Really?
Yeah, she's 12/14.
Garbage.
No, it's quite good actually, 12/14.
Yeah, no, I'm garbage. I can't do my fun overrun into your Phoenix that I really wanted to do. Okay, Esanishra has got Host Shadow Beast, so he's got 4 Host Shadow Beast attacks.
Okay.
On 3s and 3s, because he turned 6.
And defense 6.
So there is it 3s and 3s, Host Shadow Beast?
Don't know. Never use it, it's too complicated for me.
Mm-hmm. I mean, it hasn't given me the rules on this piece of paper.
That's nice.
Oh, it's on the other side. I've got them here. There's a lot of spells. Crush 3. 3s and 3s, yeah.
3s and 3s.
So 3 wounds.
3 hits.
3 hits, sorry, I wasn't paying attention.
Bloody cheat.
2 hits. 2 hits. And then she's got an additional 5, I want to say. I know how my this works. And then she's got 5 of her own attacks. on 3s. Also crush 3.
Is she? Wow.
3 hits.
Do you not trust the
And
Nice.
2 wounds.
Oh,
To 4. 5 with dread.
down to 3?
That was disappointing, wasn't it?
More so for you.
I was assuming everyone's on my side. These blade slashing guys into these knights.
Yep.
No, let's just start on this side first. Let's do these scarecrows. Because there's 25 attacks.
Oh, no.
We're on 5s and 5s. Let's go, boys.
Did you hit me?
Yeah. I mean, not much. But I did hit you. 5 times.
Nice.
I think so. Let's take 5 these dice. And 5 again. 1 wound!
1 wound. Well, it's important, isn't it?
Yeah.
Back up for 1 wound. Like that. Number 6 waivers.
It's an 8.
So they'll arm resolve that way.
No. That's what it sounds like.
Yeah, good.
The shade into your Elohi. It's 5 attacks on 4s and 4s. 4s and 4s.
Attacks with the trees.
4 hits.
Nice.
She's cross.
Can she wound?
Yep.
Once.
2 with dread.
I'll resolve that way.
10. Okay. Terror in the front of these Palace Guard is 12. Because Terror's in the front, garbage. I can feel you salivating over this next turn when I start picking up my whole army.
I don't think it's going to happen.
So 3s.
Which one's this? The
This
terror.
is the Terror in the front.
How many attacks does he get?
12. Wow. On 3s, crush 1. Look at that. He's hit a lot.
Is that 12
That's
times?
11 times.
Okay.
And then 4s.
I need a Windows.
6.
6. That is good going, especially with the butchers in the flank.
36 in flanks. All dice. We're on. Have we got striding boots?
No,
I haven't.
not.
5s.
With elite.
5s and 3s with elite. Here we go. There's 2 elites. 4. That one.
It's a lot of ones
Oh,
now.
no. A lot of ones.
There's another one by, and
Thank you.
another one in the middle.
Holy cow.
I know, right?
Let's take all the misses out.
It's definitely more 1s than 5s.
Yeah. Haven't been so hot on the old 5s there.
These will all convert for you now, though, what?
Oh, 100%. All of them are instantly turning into 5s. There you go. That's not a bad number of 5s. Very bad average. And then a few more 5s. Wow, a lot more.
Few more 5s.
There you go. Goes round, comes round. Okay, and then 3s because we'll push 2. It's 2, 4, 6, 8, 9.
Nice. Okay, well, 15. So double 1s. And again, because they're all my inspiring.
Oh, I done it! Ooh. Well, that's fun for you.
It's interesting.
Oh, boy.
I'm not even devastated, you'll be pleased to know.
I am delighted to know. Delighted. That's bad, isn't it? Oh, boy. What a game! Alright, we're 12 in the front with... Have we done those? No, we haven't yet. Tormentors.
Yeah, you missed with all of them, mate.
Here we go. 3s and 4s. With blade slashing. I remember the thing.
What waste of points.
Totally worth the 5 points. Continuing my excellent run of 2s. That is 6 hits.
I am defense 5. You'll be pleased to know.
That's 1 wound.
Nice. Double 6 waivers. So I'll iron resolve that one away.
Yeah,
as well.
yeah. That was a really bad turn for me. It's your turn. 5.
Should we do some points first?
Oh, is there 1 point each? Oh, that's how much you got. Oh, is it?
Is it?
Is it?
Is it?
Is it?
Is it?
I've lost my ruler. Oh, I've bits. So over here, in, not in.
Yep.
Oh, are they in? I think they're in. They are.
So, okay, I've got 9 unit strength.
And I've got. I don't know what
They look like 4, but they might be 3.
3 for them because they're so cheap. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 as well. So it's a draw on this side.
Ah.
So nothing, but you get 1 on the other side. So you're 2-1 up.
So I'm winning, Steve.
You are winning. Winning.
Winning.
And it's your turn. 5.
Okay. I can see the flank of a terror, mate.
Yes, you can.
Well. I was very happy about how my plan was going, boys and girls, and non-specific people. But yeah, I'm not sure how that could have gone any worse. Really, I mean, I killed the Gurplants on the right, good, and then everything else was a double 1, or I did 1 wound. That was pretty bad. So the Abbess not dying on the left is terrible. The Ogre Palace Guard not dying in the middle is horrific. So what's happened is the Elohi have come from over here into the flank of my Terror. The Knights are going to kill these already very wounded Scarecrows. The Elohi are going to probably kill the Shade and then overrun into the flank of the Butchers possibly. These Tormentors might survive, but, there's a Lohi in the back of my lines. I've still got these Butchers down here, but if Julius kills a Sinistra, he's going to overrun into the flank of the other of the Phantoms. Let's enjoy it together.
So, shooting then. Gonna do Bane Chan on these Knights. Yeah. Oh.
Hello.
Hello. Bane Chan. And Fire Spike. My Fire Spikes have been excellent this game, haven't they? I can see why people love Phoenixes.
They're so good. You need to take more than 1.
I know. Looking for 5, so yeah?
On these guys, okay?
Yeah.
2, 3, 3!
Oh.
Smashing it this turn. Yeah. And then 4s?
4s. This has been the hard bit. Oh, got him.
Got him!
No more shooting, so roll with Dread from Julius.
Nope.
Okay. Combats. Start with Julius. That's what I want to do. Yeah. So 8 attacks, freeze with elite. Do you have any snare or anything like that?
No. That's all of them.
Oh.
Please don't kill her. I really like her. She's defense 5.
So 2s, because I'm crushing 3. That's the butt.
6.
6.
So 7 twice.
With Dread.
So 6 twice.
No luck. Oh, 7.
And again. Don't you dare. She never lasts a round of combat. Overrun, I assume.
Yeah, I think I will.
That's bad. That's bad. That's so bad. She never lasts more than 1 round of combat.
It's a matter of perspective, though, isn't it? Like, it's quite good for me. So I'm going to do that with Julius.
Yeah.
Do that. So
15. 3 2.
With the lead.
It's not good. No, I'm sad.
Oh, don't be sad, Steve.
Really sad for her.
Okay.
Maybe if I had the problem model, it would be fine. Oh,
Well, that's it, isn't it? They know.
Yeah.
It's 6, 9, 10.
Okay. They're on 11, so anything but. And again. There go the phantoms. It's not looking great here.
No. I wonder if I can back up out. I can't back up out of their arc credit, can I?
No, they're going to eat you.
Just relying on my defense, aren't I? Yeah. Something like that.
Okay.
Yeah. What's up, Duck?
See if I can get in on that token.
It's going to be tight, isn't it? Oh yeah, I'm still doing stuff. Sorry.
Alright.
Just phased out. So I'll do 16 dice. You wounded me, didn't I? So I'm disordered. So
3s and 3s. I mean, they're on 20 wounds. You can just roll the nerve if you like. They're on 20,
I started rolling
20
it now.
bazillion wounds.
I don't like just assume.
Well, let's assume.
Okay. But I did like 12 damage. I like rolling dice. No! Oh.
Okay.
Oh shit. It makes me so sad when.
Maybe if I'd penned them or given a shit.
Was that all given a shit?
Yeah, painted these models for like 3 weeks.
Just one of your dice. I think that's a win dice from that unit. Do you want to take the rest of the unit?
Oh, I'm like, I've taken them off. What's the problem? Oh, there's a regiment there.
Yeah. I'm now going to try and kill the Shade. So this is freeze with crush 2.
If she survives, having Sinisha didn't survive, then there is no justice in the world. The Shade is defense 5 as well.
Oh, so 3.
That's enough.
Cannot.
It's a
argue
10,
with
12.
that, can I?
Anything but? Plus.
Because I'll give you so much inspiration.
Would you like to?
I'm going to overrun with
Well,
them.
let's see
Or
how
shall
many
we-
inches
shall-
you need. I think you need 2. Please roll a 1. Just to make me happy. Roll a 1.
Oh, way to put pressure on me.
Roll a 1. Roll a fuck you. You can do this.
Oh, thanks. Thanks. It's very
Is
kind.
it hindered because you're going through the woods?
Yeah.
Nice. I mean, they still die. It's not looking good for Team Nightstalker.
Oh, this is all the dice.
Mm-hmm. This one's in flank.
Yeah, no, I've got to do that one next. Haven't I?
Yeah. Oh, these guys. I'm so sorry.
It's right. So it's hindered. So 4s. That was a big sigh. Do you need a drink?
I didn't even finish my last bit. No, I haven't. I have to.
At least it won't be warm.
Not here. Sorry about the coldness.
No, don't worry about it. Who needs to feel their toes, right?
It's quite nice over here by the radiator.
Oh, I'm sure
on
it's
my
lovely.
side of the table.
Yeah. Noted. What's your defense of your butchers?
5.
So crush 2, so 3. Oh, it's not too many.
It's way too many.
Yeah, it was too many for you.
Mm.
3, 6, 9, 12, 13.
16, 18. So 5 to kill.
Twice, because
Always.
Lowy. Right next
Oh, come on. Oh, I didn't even need to open the second beer.
I feel like you owe Mo Gaddafi a beer. There is dice.
He doesn't drink.
Oh, does he not?
He's Muslim, isn't he?
Oh, yeah. We can edit that bit out.
If you're not, well, I'm so sorry. But I know he doesn't drink because he says he occasionally drinks a cider or something. And he looks at me as if to say, don't say that. I said it on
I've
the
said
internet. Go on then. That's funny. I get to charge you.
You do. You do. I don't want those dice. So this is Ogre Palace Guard in the front of the tower. Don't want to do that. That sucks. Yeah, so...
Is that your third double one of the game? Or your second?
No,
one?
only your second.
I had one, yeah.
So this is on 4s because I think you're in snare, don't you?
I do ensnare.
Oops.
I'm glad someone knows the rules.
I think I just... No, fuck it.
In the same combat with the Loki, right? So elite.
No, my ogres are not humans,
Oh,
unfortunately.
sad times.
Yeah. You defense 4.
Defense 4.
So 2s.
Why did they crush 2? Oh, because they're ogres.
Yeah,
I thought you were talking about the Loki in the flank.
there's 8. That's good going.
8.
From the ogres.
I mean, I'll put it down. I don't know why.
Well, because I'm going to double one out, aren't I?
I think you've had your fair share now.
Yeah, fair share. Yeah. Louis, freeze.
Hello.
These are the Crush 1 Thunder 1/1s. 1/1s. Ah.
This isn't going well. 2s. So number 1s. I mean, it's not enough. It's still more than 18 dice.
I think you're right. So 5, 6, 9, 12, 15.
What a weird way to count.
I know. 20, I think.
Okay, well, 28. He's on 28.
Oh, I didn't need to put the ogres in.
You're rolling a hero, are you?
Oh,
Okay,
no.
you've rolled a 3.
Sorry.
That's alright, roll it again. There you go. And Terror dice. Which is terrible news.
Anyway.
What you gonna do now? Apart from win. Does no one over here have any wounds? It's completely unreasonable.
I have resolve.
I mean, you can't move because of this
Yeah.
fella. You can't move at all. You're just going to get flanked by butchers.
Well, I can overrun forwards.
You can do that.
Yeah, I think we're going to.
That's what I do. Yeah, seems like the sensible thing to do. Puts you in a really great place. So
Overrun 1 inch. I don't think that's enough.
But now I've got choices.
Yeah, you do. Feel free to move my unit.
I did. You're welcome.
So, yeah, that I think that protects my Ogre Palace Guard, so doesn't it? Who are going to back up.
It did for you. No, not quite. I think.
Oh, so what you're saying is I needed exactly 2 inches.
Yeah.
So 2 inches back from my ogres.
That's good. Okay. Yeah. Well, I'm going to charge over here anyway and try and get this token.
Oh, are you?
Because I think if I come in, you've left me just enough room to hit your abbess.
Yeah.
So I end up there. As long as I kill her and overrun 2 inches, I hit your phoenix. Should just be in
Maybe.
to get that token. As long as I deny you that token, we're still even, but then you just win. Because everything in the middle kills me. So.
Possible. Shall I attack your tormentors?
Go on then.
Clear up this mess.
So 3s and 3s. Is your main chance?
Indeed. So 6, 9, 12, 16. Wow. I need a good roll here. I think I've got a good roll there.
That's alright. 8.
8.
10, 12, so 4 twice.
There's no drivers there. Once. Oh.
That's them. Oh,
That's right. That's why I magnetise them, just make them Steve proof.
To Steve proof.
Yeah, I think my ogres are dead anyway.
Oh, 12 wins, isn't it?
Say again?
12 wins.
No, 17 wins.
Oh, 17, okay.
Do you remember when you double won them?
Yeah. I can't painfully now, yeah.
Okay. I think that's all the combats.
Okay, so let's take a moment to talk about scenario. You heard me talking about it a little bit there. So you remember in Rack and Ruin, you score 1 point for commanding the dominate circles around these 2 points in turns 3, 4, and 5. So Richard's 2-1 up. And then at the end, you need to command the centre. So just an objective around the centre. That is going to be very, very tough for me. So I look at, can I bring these butchers down here, into the priestess here, kill her, overrun into the phoenix, into this circle. And watching back now, I actually forget that I would overrun and then align to the phoenix. I also forget that phoenix is a unit strength 2. However, it's all rather irrelevant because if I get that point, do you know what? I'm looking at it now and thinking, the butcher's going to the phoenix over here. I align to the phoenix. So the priestess, kill the priestess, align to the phoenix, potentially kill the phoenix. Who knows? I've got J-boots on those butchers. And then I fly this planar apparition over into the zone as well. Now I've got 3 unit strengths to 2. So I gain that point, right? Over on the right-hand side, I can kill 1 unit with low heat or possibly with the... and then use the 2 planar apparitions to kill... this is 2 mind screeches to kill the Ogre Palace Guard that are wounded. And then I've got 3, 4, 5, 6 to 3. So I gain that one as well. So I gain 2. And then it's a draw because he will gain the centre. But, you know, so I should have done it. And I didn't. What I actually did, we'll watch now. So I actually flank the Elohi in the middle here. Oh, which is a silly thing to do. And then I try to lightning bolt off the Ogre Palace Guard. Use these butchers to kill these Elohi. So I kind of throw away the game. Let's watch me throw away the game. Oh, no.
Right. Last ditch saloon. We're Alchemist Curse Julius.
Please don't.
He's not going to die.
He might die.
If he does, that would be freaking hilarious. Alchemist Curse is 0, so 6 dice. 4s.
4s and 2s.
And 2s. It's 3 hits. 1 wound. 2 wounds.
1, 5, okay.
Yeah. 10 to dash 17? Dash 18.
Dash 16.
Dash 16, so 11 to kill.
Have you got any more shooting?
Loads!
Okay.
Host Shadow Beast on myself, thanks for the reminder.
Right.
Goes off. Heal 7 onto these guys over here. Wow! I've healed 1 wound with a spectacular roll. We're down to 12.
Nice.
Double lightning bolt onto these butchers.
Onto the Ogre Palace.
Ogre Palace Guard, not butchers. Do I need double lightning bolts? Probably not. Let's do 1.
Fives and 4s.
Yes, it is. 1 hit. No wounds.
You do need
3 hits.
going to be really funny, Steve.
Yes.
Did you get them?
Laugh of desperation.
So that's good for me.
Isn't it?
Yep.
Isn't it great?
Oh, you wish you had wind blasted my knights now.
Wish I was someone else. Well, good, great. That was super. Nerve on Julius.
16.
11 twice. It's a 12.
Oh, don't do it.
Come on. Well, because you need this.
Yes.
That's fine.
Can you please try and resolve him?
No, you can stuff it up his big, stupid, pompous asshole. This guy is going to do Host Shadow Beast attacks onto a Panther lady on 3s. It's 3 hits.
Defense 4.
2s. Let's crush a minion. 3 wounds.
Up to 11.
It's dead once. And dead twice. Oh, yay! I killed the least important non-scoring character.
She's a wasp, though, isn't she? Like,
I don't really care. He'll sidestep into the held. And the middle butchers, 18. This is not going well. What's great is that when it doesn't go well and you put it on the internet,
everyone's like, "Oh, you should have done this, Steve.
You're terrible at this game." 4s.
Don't forget you're elite.
Thanks, buddy.
You're welcome.
And 3s. Okay. It is 2, 4, 6, 9 wounds.
Nice. Dash 17.
Is that the first 9 wounds?
Yep.
It's a 6.
No, I myself down to 8. I can't find the 8.
The other guys are all the dice on 4s and 3s. Pow!
That looks pretty good. We've got some dead allergies.
Oh wow! I've definitely won now.
You sucky bastard.
So bitter. And 3. Whoa! It's 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 11 wounds.
11. Oh, they might survive.
It's a 9, they're dead. And it's 8, they're dead. Wow! Would I like to be charged in the front
That's better than
by
being charged in the
hindered
flank.
Ogre Palace Guard? I think I'm just going to tell it that to you. I think I can get both in the front. Does Julius have Strider?
No.
Looks like
Front enough for me.
Boots on. I believe it is your turn 6. Wow, it's the last turn. Oh, that's scoring. Scoring-wise, you are now up to many points more than me.
Okay.
You get this one, and you get that one. So I physically cannot win. Oh no, I've drawn this one. I've drawn this one.
Yes. There.
So actually, I can draw if I get the sense at the end. So there you go. Even at the end, I can't count. There's me thinking it's 2-1. It's 3-1, and that is the end of the game. We do play the turn 6. There is no turn 7. But even if it was a 2-1, all of which his unit strength is in the centre, and there was no way I was going to get into it. So yeah, I kind of think that initial double 1 that Richard got kind of screwed me, because it meant that I had a pretty useless horde of scarecrows on a maximum amount of wounds, stuck against 2 very strong units that I couldn't then get into with anything else. So I had to crush all my other, because at that point he's in with hammers. I have to be like pushing everything forward. And I have my butchers lined up on a hill ready to go in and really smash something with Crush 3, or Crush 2 Thunder 1.
Instead, they had to take hindered charges. It was a double one. And I only had like one unit of tormentors to hold up. So everything kind of crumbled apart. I took a turn too long to clear the right hand side, and then right at the end when I did have a chance, I just miscalculated and did something in. So yeah, it wasn't really a very spectacular display, was it? It was a good display of how to play Basileans. If you're interested in how to play a fast, punchy, striky list, play it like that. It works very well. Congratulations, Rick, and thank you to him for coming to play and being such a good sport and putting up with me laughing. It was particularly funny when I failed to do any wounds on those ogres in the final turn. That really sealed the coffin shut. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this battle report. I hope you enjoyed this game, and I will hopefully be back soon with something, not quite sure what. But in the meantime, keep counter charging. That's something else, isn't it? See you next time on Death by Dragons.